Welcome back, guys. In the previous lecture we have created the model of the booking. Now in this lecture we are going to complete the booking endpoints. So first we are going to send the booking details from the backend, not backend, front end, and we are going to process the request in the backend, and we are going to store the data in the database. So first of all, in the previous lecture we have one mistake. So in the booking screen we are updating the total amount before receiving the room. So it will raise the error because in the use effect you have to update this total amount. So let me show you the error. So here you can see when I refresh the page, it is showing cannot read property. So that is because before getting the room we are using the room here. So we are getting the room data in the use effect hook, but before this use effect hook only we are using this room object. That's the reason it is going to raise the error. So here you can see rate property rent per day, it is having the error. So now I am going to remove this and I am going to make this total amount as the state. Total amount, set total amount is equal to use state. So here you can see now after getting the room data I am going to update that. So set total amount is equal to, so already we are having the room data in the data variable. So first data dot rent per day into selected days. So the total days is equal to total days only, total days. That's it. So now the error is going to be resolved. Refresh the page. Yeah, here you can see total days is equal to 2, rent per day is equal to 1500, total amount is equal to 3. So if you refresh the page also, you are not going to get any error. And now I am going to create the object of the booking details, so that we are going to send to the backend. So first of all we have to write on-click functions for this pay now button. On-click is equal to, I am going to write the function name as book room. So in our actual project, when we click on the pay now button, we will get the Stripe window pop up, but in this developing project we are going to implement the Stripe in the next section. So it is very simple process. So the dates filtering is the complex one in this course. That's the reason I kept the Stripe lectures at the last section. So first we are going to send the data to the backend, then we are going to apply the Stripe integration later. So as of now you can ignore it. So I am going to write the function book room. Yeah, so I am going to make this function as async because in this we are going to perform the Axios API operation. So first I will write const booking details. So this is the object that we are going to send to the backend. Const booking details is equal to, so you have to send the object in the form of model. So whatever the details that we are stored in the, that we are kept in the backend, that things you have to send. So first you have to send the room details. Room is equal to room only, so we need not to specify it. So here room is nothing but this object room, which we are getting from the backend. And user is equal to json.parse local storage dot get item. So the get item is current user. So let's open the booking model and I will keep it in the right side of the booking screen. Where is booking model? Yeah, here is the booking model. So in the booking model we have room ID. So these here room is nothing but room name, room ID, user ID. So if you want to send the complete user object you can send. If you want to send only user ID also you can send it. Suppose if you want to send only user ID, just keep it user ID, here also underscore ID, because we are storing the user details in the local storage. And the next one is from date and to date, and one more thing, from date to date, total amount, total days, total amount, total days. I think these are enough. So transaction ID and status, these are the default things. So we are going to add the transaction ID in the backend, and the status will be default booked. Control S. Here also Control S. Now I am going to write the try catch block. Try catch const result equal to await axios.post. So here you have to specify the URL, and we are going to send the booking details as our data. That's it. And where is, yeah, that's it. Let's add the URL in the backend endpoint. So first of all, I am going to create the bookings route. Bookings route.js. I'll write router require express router, and I'm going to create the route router.post book room. This is the endpoint, and we are going to receive the data from the front end. So just copy all these things and paste it here. So instead of user ID, remove this json.parse and just keep comma. So we are going to destructure out all these things equal to request.body. That's it. Just keep it function as async, and here write import booking module const booking equal to require slash models slash booking. That's it. So here I'm going to write try catch blocks. Try catch. In the try catch block, first I'm going to create the model for this booking. Const new booking. New booking is equal to new booking, and here I am going to write the things that we are going to store in the database. So the first one is room name is equal to room dot name, and the second one is room ID. Room ID is equal to room dot underscore ID, and the third one is user ID. So the user ID will be same, we need not to do it. And from date to date is also same, from date to date, and total amount and total days. That's it. Along with this, we also need to add the transaction ID. Transaction ID, I is capital, because in the model we have given I is equal to capital. So as of now we are not using Stripe. That's the reason I am going to give one static one. Transaction ID is equal to 1234. So these are necessary things, and status will be direct default success, not success, it is booked. So now I am going to write const booking equal to new booking dot save. New booking dot save. So you have to write await. That's it. Yeah, I think we have completed everything. Just write router.post module.exports. Module.exports is equal to router. Control S. And now I am going to import these bookings route in the server.js. Yeah, here I am going to write const bookings route equal to bookings route. Here also I am going to use app.use /API bookings. We are going to fetch it in the bookings route. In the front end also I am going to use the same URL. So here we did not keep the URL as of now. Now I am going to keep, not kept, it is keep. So /API /bookings /bookroom. That's it. So this is the route. I think we have completed. Now I am going to process the request from the front end. So open console and the network. Yeah, console. First of all, refresh the page, open network. Yeah, now click on pay now. So here you can see we got the book room, and we didn't got any response from the backend. I think we didn't send the response.send method. We didn't write it. So in the Node.js we do not have any error. That means the data is saved successfully. So now I will send it. Response.send room booked successfully. Room booked successfully. Control S, and if it is having any error, I am going to throw the error. Response.error, something went wrong, or you can directly send the error object. Yeah. So now I am going to click one more time, book now. Here you can see room booked successfully. So let's open MongoDB. So we got the bookings. Let's refresh the page. Here you can see we got 2 bookings because we have booked the room 2 times. So we got the details. This is the booking ID. Status is equal to booked. Room name, room ID, user ID, from date. Here you can see from date is equal to 2021 6th June. Here also 2 days is equal to 2021 17th June. Here 16th June, here 17th June. So if you observe the URL here, not URL, from date and to date, it is stored in the MongoDB dates format. So we should not store like this. So in the Node.js also you have to convert it to our respected date format. So now I am going to delete these 2 bookings. I am going to change the backend, and again I am going to book the room. So here you can see from date and to date. So before doing this, first you have to install the moment in the backend. npm install moment. So after installing, again we have to convert this from date and to dates to our mmdd yyyy format. npm start, press enter. Sorry, not npm start, it Node.js. Nodemon server. Nodemon server. Yeah, at the top I am going to write const moment equal to require moment. So here I am going to convert it. From date is equal to moment of from date dot format mmdd yyyy. And here moment of to date mmdd yyyy. Control S. Now let's click on the book now again. Yeah, I got one more book room booked successfully. Let's refresh MongoDB. Here you can see now we got the dates in our selected format. We got some different format, month, date, year format. I think it's DDMMYY, not MMDDYY. DDMMYY. DDMMYYY. Let's click again. We can delete as many as times, so we need not to do that. Yeah, room booked successfully. Refresh the page. Here you can see now this time we got the correct details. 17/6/2021, 18/6/2021. That's it. So here we have to do one more thing. After booking the room, we have to update the current bookings of the respected room. So if you see the room model, we have the current bookings array. So you have to store the details of the current booking into this current bookings array of that respected room. So it is also very simple. So click on the bookings route. So after booking is success, you will get that object into this booking variable. So you can update the room current bookings with the help of this booking. So first of all, we are going to fetch the room that we are going to update. So already we are having the room ID. So with the help of this room ID, I am going to do that. Const room equal to, so already we have the room at the top. so we can use another name, room temp. Room temp is equal to await room dot find one. So first we have to import the room model. Const room is equal to require models room dot find one. So we are going to find with the help of id underscore id is equal to room id, room dot underscore id. That's it, because we are getting the room object here, room dot underscore id. So now I am going to update it. Const so in this room temp we are having the entire room details. So I am going to add room temp dot current bookings dot push. So we are going to push the new booking details. So the new booking details contains first the booking id is equal to, so already we are having the booking details in this object, booking dot underscore id, and the second one is from date is equal to from date, and to date is equal to to date. Sorry, here also you need to convert it to the moment. From date is equal to moment of from date dot format ddmmyy. To date also you have to do the same thing, moment of to date dot format ddmmyy. Control S. So I am going to format it, you can see it better. So we are going to update the current bookings of the respected room with the details by pushing the new booking ID details, booking ID from date to date, and we are going to add the user ID also. User ID is equal to same user ID only, user ID, and the last one is I am going to add status. Status is equal to booking dot status. Control S. That's it. So now I am going to save this room temp also. Await room temp dot save. So we are updating after pushing the new booking to the current bookings array. So this time you should get the updates in the current bookings of that respected room. So first of all, delete if you have any bookings, delete it. So we have to repeat this many times because it is very complex. So every time you have to add, delete. So let's refresh the page. And remember this room name, OYO flagship 75243. Open MongoDB, click on rooms, OYO flagship. Here you can see in the current bookings array it is empty. Now I am going to book this room. Remember the name, do you remember the dates? 17 and 18, 17 to 18. Pay now. Here you can see I got the message, room booked successfully. Now let's go and refresh the page. First let's check in the bookings. So we got the bookings array. So of course in the previous time also it got success. Let's go to the rooms. Now open current bookings array of this OYO flagship. This time we should get yeah, here you can see we got it. So in the current bookings array we have one booking with index 0. So booking ID from date to date, user ID, and status is equal to booked. That's it. So we are getting successfully updated with the details of the current bookings of the respected room. And now what we are left with. So here in the booking details the name field is empty. Let's update this first because we have completed with the bookings part. So open booking screen. Where is name? Here it is name. I am going to update it. JSON dot parse, sorry, you have to use curly braces, JSON dot parse, what is this, JSON dot parse, local storage dot get item, current user dot name. That's it. Yeah, here you can see I got the name. So booking is success, updating the rooms is also success. So now we are left with only one concept with the date range. So that is, so here you can see this room is booked in the dates 17 to 18. So if someone click on the dates and if they select 17 18, so this OYO flagship should be hidden. This is our next task, and in the next lecture we are going to do that. Thank you.